Hi, everyone. My name is Monica Trevathan, and I want to welcome you to the New Worlds Await You program. Before we get started, I would like to make two very important introductions. First is Mr. Sam Jimenez. Sam is the board chair and founder of the WEX Foundation, and the WEX Foundation is the lead organization for this NASA funded program. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Ms. Catherine Bullish. She is the program coordinator for all of the WEX Foundation's education programs. For the New Worlds Awaits You program, she handles a lot of the logistics and coordination amongst partners, and you will definitely be hearing from her over the next few days. NWAY is funded by NASA, and we are in our very first year of the project. On the right, you will see our university partners. We have partnered with University of Texas at San Antonio, University of Texas Permian Basin, and Eastern New Mexico University. Our program goals are to provide quality hands-on STEM activities and design challenges to inspire and motivate middle school students in space STEM studies. Our second goal is to train pre-service teachers that are attending teacher training programs at our partner universities, and then provide them with experience at implementing the NWAY program at after school. Our after school programs are also on the right, and we are using the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Permian Basin, the YMCA in Greater San Antonio, the STEM Academy at UTPB, and the Young Women's Leadership Academy in San Antonio and the Permian Basin area. As the program goes, it is our goal to reach into a wider regional and national networks of informal education institutions and bring our NWAY curriculum to their communities. Our third goal, I will talk about in the next slide. Our third goal is to explore this implementation model. We start by recruiting teacher candidates from teacher education programs and train them on the NWAY curriculum, which is focused on engineering design process and space-based challenges. We then deploy the trained NWAY leaders to out of school time venues such as after school programs and clubs. Through this model, not only do we reach a large number of middle school students and provide them with quality STEM education programming, but we also help the teacher candidates gain experience in implementing STEM curriculum. What will the NWAY architects experience this semester? There are 13 activities that make up the NWAY curriculum. The activities can last anywhere from 45 minutes to about 90 minutes. Some activities can be completed in one after school session, while other activities may require 2 or 3 sessions. The engineering design process and activities found in the NWAY curriculum guide are outlined here in this table. We will also share the curriculum guide with you. The first two activities are really just to get the teams acquainted with each other, and then each team will design a draft of their mission patch. And then beginning on activity 3, the students will actually jump into the engineering design process. They will work through activities 3, 4, and 5 to identify the problem at hand. Then they will move into 2 brainstorming activities, and then beginning on activity 8, they will start designing their habitat layout. And this is really just a sketch of their concept, kind of putting their thoughts down on paper. And then they will prepare and submit a video of their design and mission patch with you, the mentors. After incorporating feedback from you, they will redesign and test their new updated um, design, and then they will build a 3D model of habitats. Then they move on to sharing solutions. Activity 12, they will prepare and submit a final video going over their 3D models, and that will be submitted to the design competition where all the 3D models will be judged. And they will conclude with activity 13, which will allow them time to reflect on the process and what they have learned. Just a quick recap so that you know exactly where we're at in the curriculum. You see the blue arrow, you are needed here, and that's what we're preparing for in the next couple of weeks. And then we will move on to activities 12 and 13, where we will need more help in the form of judges. So what will you do as a mentor? First, you will be assigned to 2 or 3 teams. We will try as hard as we can to have the teams from the same venue, but we do have some small venues that only have one team participating. So in that case, you may be assigned to 2 different venues. We will connect you with the introductory video. Most likely this will be on a Google folder. We'll let you know where it is and when it's ready, and we'll share that link with you so that you can review it. So the third step is that you'll access and review your team's multiple teams introductory video. Each video is 3 minutes, but you may have to rewatch it a few times, so you can probably count on 15 minutes or so of watching each video. In the video, the students will explain their initial design. Most likely, it'll be a sketch of what they plan to build. You might see some different colored pencils, some sticky notes, but for the most part, it'll be a flat sketch. The students in the video should explain their mission patch also. And again, this will be a draft. You might be able to provide them some feedback on this mission patch for revision. The next step, so you need to take some time to prepare your feedback on their design and mission patch. We also would like for you to provide a brief introduction of yourself and your career path so that the students can learn more about what type of jobs there are in the space field. A few options now. If your time allows, it would be great if you could video conference with your teams. This is an ideal situation. The other option is that if you cannot meet with them in a synchronous meeting, you can prepare a video recording of your feedback and your introductions. Now keep in mind that most of the programs are being conducted in after school programs, so that means it would be about 3:30 at the earliest, somewhere between 3:30 and 6 o'clock in the evenings when the teams are meeting. So if you are not able to make that, then a video recording of your feedback is just fine. Next, we ask that you meet with your team on that scheduled day and time, share your feedback and introduction, answer any questions that they might have, and if you have additional resources for the students to conduct more research, it would be great if you could pass those along. After that, if you allow a week or so, just check back in with your teams and see how they are progressing. They may have come up with some more questions that they might want to ask of you. This can be, again, a synchronous video conference or a phone call, even just with the NWAY leader in the classroom, or an email, or however you want to, whatever works best with your schedule. So a few tips on providing feedback. make sure that you guide the students and don't tell them what to do. For example, you can start your suggestions by, have you considered, or what would happen if such and such. So this is a good way to guide the students. What you want to avoid is telling them what to do, like change this into something else or do it this way instead. So we really want to avoid the telling. Another little tidbit is to think about facilitating and not directing. So for instance, facilitation, you can think of some responses like, here's a video that may give you ideas, or perhaps you should do some more research on whatever the topic is. Some things that you don't want to do is to direct them, like, here's a video and do what they do in this video, or your solar panels should be X. So again, we want to avoid that type of wording that is more directive, and we want to stay on the facilitation side. There are some more general guidance that we have from our Boys and Girls Club partners. This link here will take you to the National Boys and Girls Club organization and just a few hints on being a mentor for kids. And I will post this link in the comments under this video. When will your mentorship activities take place? The students will prepare their videos and have them ready the week of March 24th. Most of the teams meet either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, and as soon as their video is ready, you will receive a link to review your assigned video and take the time over the week to prepare your thoughts. Then the following week, March 31st through April 4th, you will virtually meet with your teams. The NWAY staff, we will connect you with your NWAY leader and establish a Zoom video link. Now, again, if you are not able to participate in a synchronous Zoom meeting, you will need to prepare a video recording of your review and send a link to your NWAY leader so that they can share with the students during that week, March 31 through April 4th. Okay, on one final note, as I mentioned a few slides ago, we will need judges to review and score the NWAY Architect's final habitat models, and this will take place towards the end of November. So let us know if you are also interested in participating as a judge, and of course, let us know if you have other friends or colleagues that might be interested in participating as a judge. We really thank you for your continued support as we move along this program. So in closing, again, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your commitment to STEM education. If you have any questions, of course, you can contact myself or Kat. I will leave our emails in the comments of this video. You probably already have it in your email, but I'll just keep it handy. I hope to hear from you soon. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait for you to meet our NWAY architects. Take care. Thanks.